everyone, it's Moonlight Mason, and in this video, we're gonna go over axrevolution. Is that how you pronounce it? A-X-E or axrevolution? You know who I'm talking about. They made about 5 or 6 videos on Tati Westbrook and Halo Beauty pink pills. And now they've come out and issued an apology. And I thought, what a great time to talk about this apology video that they made, and also talk about what's happening right now, which is like a lot of people who have ordered the Halo vitamins are just now receiving them, and they're just now making videos and doing unboxing. And if you want to know what I have to say, just keep watching. Hey everyone, if it's your first time here and you like this video, do give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. If you've been to my channel before and you've watched something else on another playlist, because I have different playlists regarding different subjects, do consider subscribing if you haven't done so, and I appreciate my new subscribers. Thank you very much. Okay, so now what we're going to talk about, the first thing I want to talk about is axrevolution. I'm sorry for mispronouncing that. It doesn't sound right, but I think that's how you say it. And their video that they came out apologizing to Tati Westbrook. The only thing that I didn't feel comfortable about in their videos was just the part when they would start their videos and say, "We don't like Tati." I mean, it's so hard for me to say words out loud like that I don't like someone, because I really do like most people. I do, and I like most YouTubers. There may be a few that I don't prefer to watch because they may be talking about something that I don't quite get, I don't resonate with. And so there's that, and then I might not watch them. But I can't come out and really say, well, I don't like this person. Because what we need to do is separate what a person says and what they do and their actions from who they really are, which most of the time, they don't even know who they are. But this couple, axrevolution, did come out and issue an apology. And you know what? We might try and figure out why they issued an apology. I know that Tati did a strike on one of their videos. I don't know if there was any other correspondence. Sometimes when something happens like this, like the strike on their video, it could have woke something up inside of them, woke up something that made them feel humble, or maybe just, touched that part of them where they were so determined to say, "We don't like Tati," and present, which their videos were highly informative. I mean, that guy's voice is great. When, really announcer voice. I really enjoyed the sound of his voice. I appreciate that they came out and said that they were sorry for doing this. And it brings me back to where there was this movie, Love Story, with Ali McGraw, and she said, love is never having to say that you're sorry. Now, you guys, that's a bunch of BS, never having to say that you're sorry. So when someone says, "I'm sorry," then I think that you should take it as an apology and move on, unless, of course, they have said, "I'm sorry," numerous times before, and the same stuff keeps happening. They keep doing the same things, and then they say, "I'm sorry," then it no longer is valid, and that's a whole different subject matter. But with these axrevolution, with these people, this couple who have came out, made an apology, and said no more. They're no longer going to be making videos on Tati. I think that's great that they said that. I think they got humbled in one way or another, and they're going to hopefully move on with whatever types of videos they were doing before, because they weren't like a drama channel or anything like that. So all we can do is wish them luck. And if we don't see any other videos surface that they produce on them, on Tati Westbrook, then their apology is well taken. Now, let's talk a little bit about some of these subscribers or viewers or people who have actually received their product and are now doing unboxing and befores, sharing befores with us and starting to take these vitamins. I've heard some say you can't knock it if you don't try it. You know, how can you give your opinion on something if you haven't tried it? Well, I don't want to try it. I know in one video I said I wanted to try it, but that was like when it first came out, and I personally have never taken my nutritional supplements to a doctor. I just never even thought of doing something like that. But now that everyone is more aware that nutritional supplements, there are some really potent herbs and even vitamins out there that will interact with whatever's happening in your body, that can interact with your medications. I think that being able to make an informed consent is much better than just blindly going in and taking these vitamins, which a lot of people have done. And some have taken them to their doctors and the doctor said it's okay. I'm really excited to see their results and what's going to happen in the next 3 weeks. Now, I think that's important. I've said this before in some other videos. I think the 3-week mark is important because those were Tati's words. And if she spoke, you know, she was too excited about it and she just said magic and 3 weeks, then she should address that. She should pull back and said, you know, you guys, when I did say 3 weeks, I was just excited to release this to you. The best results you'll find in 3 months or whatever the case may be. But from what I understand, it stands at 3 weeks, at least from the creator's mouth herself, Tati, 3 weeks. So I think it'll be interesting to see if people do show results in 3 weeks, whatever the results are, you know, whether they're positive or negative or whatever. I hope that most of you do show and share your results in 3 weeks. And if you continue to do a monthly, I would love to know the results of these pink vitamins. Always remember that the core of each person, the core of you that are watching me, the core of me, the core of those that we call haters are all good. And the people that are out here on YouTube responding in really negative ways to others or calling them names, you know, just recently, Trisha Paytas talked about how she's been getting a lot of comments on her weight. And she says, you know, I know that I've gained weight. You know, I already know this. You don't need to call it out. You know, it's true. I don't understand why you as a hater are going around, and I've gotten some myself, when really what it shows. And I told this one girl, you know, you'll find it somewhere in my videos, that she's just like throwing some stuff at me, you know, and I deleted the first couple ones. And then she said, you delete comments. And then she said some horrible things about me. And I said, well, do you want me to leave it up? I'll leave it up. You know, I was doing her a favor. These are her colors that she's showing. And what I see is not as much hate, because that's the word that goes around. It's really fear. That person is fearful. And we have to remember that if we're fearful and we have fear, right, because something has happened in our past that hurt us, and we have built these walls, defense walls. So anytime you see any kind of positive light or anything that could possibly be good, we want to throw some shade on that. See, we want to, the people that live in fear, they want to share some of what's going on in them, you know, and how they're seeing things. And then the receivers of this, you know, we look at it and we go, oh, wow, that's hate. When really what we need to do is send these people a lot of positive energy and love and bless them and let them go. Let them go. Because what all of us need to realize is that each and every one of us makes mistakes. Each and every one of us have flaws. We're not perfect. I keep telling you this. No one is perfect. And so we need to allow our heart to feel compassion for those who are who've got loose marbles. You know, there's some loose marbles, and feel compassion for them. And that's what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing in my channel. I keep trying to help Trisha, who I've been watching for many, many years. I'm trying to help you through the actions of some of the people that we love online. And one of the other things that I want to leave you with, I'm going on a little tangent here. I don't plan these videos, which, you know, I mean, I don't script it out, which sometimes I think I should, but then when I do, it seems like these are a little better. Anyways, what I wanted to tell you about your heart, which you may not know. See, one of the things that you can do if you fit into the category of having fear, or you find yourself, because before you type something out on the keyboard, it's a thought that comes in your head. So if you can catch yourself when you have a negative thought towards someone, or you want to say something negative to someone online, right? If you can catch that and feel in your heart that you're scared, that you're fearful, that you're angry because you're seeing some light, you're seeing something that you can't encompass and agree with, and you cannot allow that other person to be who they are. They are walking their perfect path. And this is a big opportunity for you to think about your heart and do a simple exercise that I'm going to leave you with. One of the things that you can do is, like when you're driving and you find yourself with negative thoughts, if you kind of just remember to think about like a white balloon, think about the color white, and think about surrounding your car, surrounding yourself, like if you're not driving, surrounding yourself with this white light, which is the highest vibrational form of love there is. It may take a while, but if you surround yourself with white light, it may feel weird at first because you're not used to it. But trust me, after you surround yourself, right, which is the front of your heart, you're giving yourself white light. Like if you're on the freeway, you can look at the other cars, or if you're driving around, you look at the other people, look at the animals, look at whatever, and do white light, white light, white light. Think white light and start surrounding people with white light. What you're gonna find is that the next person you speak with or the next encounter you have is gonna make you a little happier, because you're gonna be attracting to you happier people, and being happy is contagious, and it's gonna lift you up a little bit. And when you find that you're being lifted up a little bit in happiness, it's time to focus on the back of your heart, right? And so the back of your heart is all about receiving. You need to receive the love, especially if you are in fear, if you're sad, lonely, depressed, if you're just like, you know, moping around and it's hard for you to see the light in others. you really need to think about the back of your heart and open it, because there's a lot of love out here. There's a lot of people around you that love you. And when you arrive at your destination, when you're driving and you've arrived safely, you've had people and angels watching over you, protecting you, keeping you safe. It's a time to be grateful. And you won't be able to recognize any of that if the front and the back of your heart is blocked. So opening the back of our hearts to receive the love that's given to us when someone holds a door open for you, when someone looks in your eyes, a stranger, and smiles, or someone says thank you. You're gonna get that little by little, you'll get it. And eventually, little by little, it might take years. This isn't something that happens overnight. It depends on how deep in fear you are. It depends where you're coming from. But just think about everything I've said, and I didn't know it was going to go in this direction, so I'm not quite sure what I'm going to, I was going to title this video, the Axe Revolution Apology to Tati, and I think this kind of does tie all in together, because we should just accept their apology and look at the people that are taking the vitamins and look at them openly. Don't judge them. Allow them to walk their path, and hopefully they will allow us, who have made informed choices, whether to take it or not take it. It's really up to you. There is no bad and it's no good. If you don't take it, that doesn't mean you're being good. And if you do take your vitamins, it doesn't mean you're being bad. It just means that you're doing you. And that's all we should ever want. We are so lucky to live right now where we can be who we are and show the world and share the world who we are. And who you are is a manifestation, is a little piece, right, that comes from the Creator that created all of us. And that is good. I love all of you. And thank you for watching. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.